2019 BMW 3 Series, back from the Brink.
Highs. Steering feel is back, in sport mode, strong ride and handling balance, class-leading chassis tech. Low. Hey BMW feature not ready for prime time, ho-hum interior materials and design, intrusive lane keeping assist, no more manual transmission. We drove two versions of the new G20 Generation 3 Series in Portugal, rear-drive 330i models on the street and the M340i X-Drive on the track. The cluster architecture, CLAR, platform undergirding both cars is stiffer, lighter, shaving 120 pounds over the previous generation model, according to BMW, and, yes, larger than the car it replaces. It grows 1.6 inches in wheelbase and 3.0 inches in overall length, and it has a wider track both front and rear. Still, the priorities are right, its center of gravity is lowered 0.4 inch relative to the outgoing F33 series. Both the modest 255 horsepower four-cylinder 330i and the driver-focused 382 horsepower inline six-powered M340i offer class-competitive turbocharged powertrains with power gains of 7 and 62 horsepower, respectively, over the models they replace. Both demonstrated the composure we expect in the class thanks to a sincere effort by the chassis team and a genuine investment in hardware. The four-cylinder feels similar to most boosted 2.0-liter fours in this segment, offering adequate if uninspired power. Grunt comes early with this engine, but its high RPM response doesn't encourage chasing the red line. It's certainly not slow, but its power delivery and sound make it more a tool than a toy. The 6 triggers deeper emotions. It's smoother and sounds better, and it makes the M340i a seriously quick thing. Both models are available with rear or optional all-wheel drive, with the rear-drive M340i exclusive to the US market. This is no knock to ZF, but its ubiquitous and effective 8-speed automatic is regrettably the only transmission choice. Chassis changes for better handling. Among the new hard parts is an electronically controlled limited slip differential. It's bundled with 19-inch wheels, with summer tires on rear-drive models and all-season rubber on X-Drive versions, and a variable ratio steering rack in the sport package, $5,000, on the 330i. That equipment is standard on all M340i models. But the bits that seem to matter most, the ones primarily responsible for a controlled chassis when pushed and a comfortable one otherwise, are the new position-sensitive dampers, hydraulic stop dampers, in BMW speak, which come on both the base car and those with the sport package. The dampers use a tapered inner tube, on the compression stroke in the rear and on the rebound stroke in the front, to increase damping force by 50%. Adaptive dampers are optional on either version and were installed on the M340i X-Drive models we drove on the track. But their presence isn't required for excellent dynamics. As with our previous experience in a prototype version of the new 3, our blast through Portugal's inland back roads proved the bandwidth of the passive suspension in the sport package-equipped 330i. The outside wheels absorbed small but sharp mid-corner bumps at committed speeds without upsetting the chassis, a sign of not only an effective spring-damper combination but also sufficient travel on the sport package cars, which sit 0.4 inch lower than the base models and have springs that are 20% stiffer and firmer anti-roll bars. But most important, the limits are defined both by neutral handling and a helm that imbues a driver with confidence. Sport package-equipped 330i models, and every M340i, come with 13.7-inch front rotors matched to 4-piston fixed calipers, a combination that, on the road, proved impervious to fade. Pricing for the 2019 330i is the same as the 2018 model at $41,245, while the 2020 M340i starts at $54,995, roughly $2,500 more than the old 340i equipped with the track handling package and summer tires. Adding xDrive to either model ups the tab by $2,000. Expect the 2019 330i to be in dealerships in March 2019, with the M340i, a 2020 model, arriving in the summer. A 330e plug-in hybrid will follow in 2020, but there are no current plans to bring a diesel-powered 3 Series or a wagon to the United States.